Yo, what's up, my brother? We got a question from a subscriber who asked me how did I overcome erectile dysfunction, and I believe he probably heard me in the past sharing that I was dealing with this and also premature ejaculation. So in this video, I want to share with you exactly what I did to go from dealing with erectile dysfunction like hardcore. I'm talking, I was trying to date a woman when I was 19 years old, and for 3 months, we tried to have sex, and I was not able to get it up. It was that bad for me because I was so anxious. I was so much in my head. I couldn't be in my body, and I felt so ashamed, And the more we tried, the more shame I felt and frustration. And I was feeling less like a man, honestly. It was really bad. So first of all, my brother, I want you to know, like, I feel you. I'm sure you feel the frustration right now. I'm sure you feel a little bit of shame. I'm sure you feel the rejection because I know you shared with me that you think she's not going to want to see you again. I feel you, brother. Maybe she won't, and it's possible. So I really have compassion because I've been there, and it was really hard for me and it lasted for many years. The reason why I was dealing with this personally, this erectile dysfunction, is because at one point in my life, I was watching too much porn. You know, like, I'm talking like 2, 3 times a day, sometimes even more. And I did this for, I don't know, maybe 8 years, 9 years. So I let you imagine how I fucked myself up and my sexual energy by jerking off to porn and literally teaching my nervous system and my body that arousal is only through images, right? So the first thing I want to tell you is, if you're watching porn right now, cut that off because it's just not going to help you. Like, you need to train yourself to be aroused without porn, without images, without screen. You can use imagination for now, but the best would be to start feeling aroused through touch, right? You want to reconnect with your body, right? So that's one thing, like, cut off porn if you're watching porn and reconnect to your body through having self-pleasure without using any external help, right? Just with yourself and learning to feel arousal with your sensations in your body, right? And that's going to be tough. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you hold on to that practice, over time it gets better. Because, look at it, like, if you watch porn for so many years, you're going to have to untrain yourself, and it takes time. It's not something that is going to happen in 1 week, 2 weeks, even 1 month. It will actually take time. So be ready for that. Now, when it comes down to, okay, you have a date, she's into you, you're inviting her home, what can you do in the moment to be able to get it up and do what you want to do with her in the bedroom? Because I know, you want to do all these things in the bedroom, but you cannot because you're not able to get it up. So first of all, you need to understand that the issue here is probably that you're in your head, you're feeling too anxious, and you're focusing too much on the outcome. Like, too much of, I need to put my dick in her. And if you put this much pressure on you, you will not get it up. You need to put this in your head. Sex is not a performance, okay? Sex is just a happening where you are connecting with her, where you're dancing, right? There is no goal. You're just dancing with her. You're just playing with her, right? So how to make this a reality? Well, this is going to be very counterintuitive, but it really worked for me. So that's why I'm going to share it with you. One thing that I started to do when I would have a date and I knew it was going somewhere is that I would literally tell the woman, listen, we can go to my place, but I don't want you to think that we're going to have sex. We're just going to my place and we have a drink and that's it, And this might sound like a technique, in fact, it is a technique. If you study pickup, they teach you sometime to use that technique. But for me, I was not using it as a technique in that sense of like being able to fuck her, but more for myself, because I didn't want to feel the pressure of, well, if she's in my place now, I need to fuck her, right? Because in my head and in my nervous system, if she would be in my place and I wouldn't tell her that, it would be like a performance. I would need to do it, and it was too much pressure. So by telling her that we're not going to have sex, or like you don't know if you want to have sex with her, it released the pressure for yourself. Like you're just so much more chill because you're just not thinking about that, right? So this has helped me so much. Another thing that I started to do is when she was in my place, I would focus on my breath, right? So I would notice that when a woman would be in my place, my breath would become so shallow, and I would feel my heart rate like increasing. And it's because, of course, I was stressed, I was anxious, I was not feeling comfortable. So I consciously decided to breathe a little deeper, right? So I was like, and funny story. One time I invited, I think, an Ukrainian woman home, or a Russian woman, don't remember. And I did a little bit too much, like deep breath. And she like literally said, "You're a bit weird breathing this way." And she fucking left. It happened one time. But it's also because I was just doing it a little bit too much. Like I was literally like this. So, of course, not like this, okay? Like be a normal person when you breathe deeper. And in fact, you don't have to breathe like super deep, like crazy. You can just breathe slightly deeper, right? Just notice that your breath has become shallow, right? By doing that, you will notice that your energy is going to be more lubricated or well circulated, And when your energy is well circulated, it's easier to get it up. You will also feel that you're more in your body when you do that, right? So very powerful thing that I did, that I started to do, and it changed the game for me when I started to breathe just deeper. And in fact, you breathe deeper before having sex and during, right? Like when you do the preliminary sex, breathe deep. When you have sex with her, breathe deep. You will see like it also helps with premature ejaculation. Just breathing deep, the most simple thing. But if you do it seriously and consciously, it has such an impact on your nervous system and on your connection with your body, right? So try this. And the third thing, this is optional. Don't have to do it, but for me it was extremely helpful. I would propose to the woman to give her a massage. And this has, for some weird reasons, I cannot explain to you why, but for some weird reasons, when I would give a massage to a woman, it would just relax me, because I would tell her, hey, I just want to give you a massage, that's it, And it was, I know it sounds like a technique, but really like, it was true. Like, I didn't want to push for the sex because I knew that if I would push for the sex, it would put me in my head and then I would not get it up. So I was like, yeah, like, what's the point of pushing? I don't want to push. So I was trying to just find a way to be able to connect with her and not having the pressure to have sex. And massage, for me, giving a massage was one of the best things, And so I became actually really, really good at giving massage, Like I'm talking full body massage, Like I would spend a good 45 minutes just massaging her. Imagine like 45 minutes just massaging her. And the act of doing this would release like everything, like all the pressure. I would not feel any anxiety. I would feel so relaxed, and I would feel more and more connected to her. And funny thing is, suddenly I would feel the arousal, and my dick would get hard and I would be able to have sex, right? So these three things worked amazingly well. Removing the pressure of sex, deep breathing, and then giving her a massage. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. I'm genuinely curious. It's something that has worked for me, but I'm curious if it will work for you. I know that for some of my clients, it has worked really well to try this. So it's not just me, it's also my clients. But let me know, try it out. And if you want to go a little bit deeper into this sexuality thing, it's actually something that I discuss in the Wildman Brotherhood. If you haven't heard about this, it's basically a Telegram community where I give personal voice note coaching. Like I'm literally coaching you in that community about the things you struggle with as a man, you know. And we talk about dating, we talk about the nice guy syndrome, how to overcome people pleasing, how to be more confident, how to assert your boundaries, how to find your purpose, and also sexuality, you know. We do talk about circulating your sexual energy, sexual transmutation, how to give better sex to women. So if you're interested in actually getting my guidance in this, not just receiving a video like this, feel free to click on the link in the description. There's everything you need to know about this opportunity. Is $47 a month. So I believe it's pretty cheap, and you can unsubscribe anytime, so it's like no pressure on you. And yeah, I think that's it. I see you, my brother.